Hello, friends. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Attorney E Immigration Lawyer. Today's episode, we're going to talk about the documents required for Affidavit of Support, the I-864. Ito yung topic na maraming nagre-request because this can be complicated for a lot of people. So I'm just going to simplify yung mga kailangan to support an Affidavit of Support I-864. There's another Affidavit of Support, but we're not going to talk about that. Okay? Of course, hindi ito substitute sa consultation with an immigration attorney. And this is just for educational purposes only. Before we proceed, I want to introduce myself. My name is Attorney Elaine Antonio Bordeaux. I've been practicing U.S. immigration since 2008. I'm licensed only in New York, but I represent clients from all over the U.S. and outside of the United States. So okay, let's proceed. All right, so Affidavit of Support. Number one, we have to show the immigration status of the sponsor. If U.S. citizen, then U.S. birth certificate or U.S. passport. If permanent resident, then green card front and back. Proof of domicile, driver's license or state ID front and back. Okay, so taxes. The sponsor needs to show that he has sufficient income to support the immigration application of the applicant. Okay, they want to make sure that the applicant or the immigrant coming over is not going to be a burden to the government, in essence. All right, so how do you show that? Of course, income of the sponsor petitioner. What do you need? You need only the last year. So if you're filing early in this year, then your tax transcript for the last year or copy of federal tax returns with W-2. Okay? I always require my client, kahit merong tax transcript, to also submit Form W-2 and or 1099. Okay? And if self-employed naman, to yung mga forms na Schedule C, Schedule D, Schedule E, Schedule F. Okay, now talk to your accountant. So these are the forms that you need to submit if you're self-employed. Okay, now how do you show that you have sufficient income? You also need to submit certificate of employment from your employer showing your employer's address, telephone number, and indicating your annual salary. Okay, so I require my clients to submit this certificate of employment in the letterhead of the employer with all of this information, because they also can verify, they will verify this information. Pay stubs for the previous 6 months. All right. Other sources of income. If you claimed income, if your claimed income includes alimony, child support, dividend or interest income, or income from any other sources, you may include evidence of that income. All right. So these are the documents that you need to present to show that you have sufficient income to sponsor the immigrant. Now, how do you obtain your IRS tax transcript? You can do it two ways: by using Form 4506-T or just go online. So I guess number two is the easiest way. Go to irs.gov or click on this link. And you can go back up to 3 months, I think. I'm sorry, 3 years. Now, you're not required to have the IRS certified. So you don't need a certified transcript unless you're instructed by the government official. Okay, so unless instructed by immigration. Do not submit copies of your state income tax returns. So you only need to submit your federal income tax returns copy. Do not submit any tax return submitted with any foreign government unless you're relying on that as your sole income. So if the petitioner works somewhere else and submitted outside of the United States and or has income coming from sources outside of the United States and you submitted foreign income tax returns, then you don't have to submit that. But if that's your sole income, sole source of income to establish your income to support the application, then you have to submit that. Okay, so those are the documents that you need. So let's summarize it. Okay, so first, proof of U.S. certificate, U.S. citizenship, either birth certificate or U.S. passport or green card, proof of domicile, driver's license or state ID, tax returns with W-2 or tax transcript for the last year, and if self-employed, these forms. And regarding proofs of sufficient income, certificate of employment with this information, pay stubs for the past 6 months, and other sources of income. All right. If you need to schedule a consultation, please email eb@eboardlaw.com and visit our website at www.eboardlaw.com. Thank you. Till next time.